Well. We back in this thing. And man, I will say, not me personally, because y'all know how I get down, but I've been, interacting a little more, and I know that it's a lot of turbulence in relationships nowadays, and I know why. But there's a lot of turbulence going on, and, just me being two open ears listening and just, being there supportive, a topic really, came arise. And it's what to do when you have, heartache, heartbreak, and breakups. What should you do? And, it dawned on me, my favorite things to do when I'm in those situations is, when I was younger, it was, what I really want to say is, what type of music and who you listen to when you're going through these moments. And I just thought about the evolution of, the music I listen to and what music helped me get through these moments. The first one I used to listen to and vibe to was Eminem's Superman. And in that song, he said, I wouldn't piss on fire to put you out. And I understood what he meant when he said, I wouldn't piss on fire to put you out. Because that's how hurt you are sometimes. The worst thing that you can do to somebody is not help them. And if it took you to urinate on somebody to help them, that's not something positive viewing, but it's going to help them. So it's one of those, I wouldn't even give you negative energy to help you out. So when he said that, I really, gravitated toward that whole, I wouldn't piss on fire to put you out, because I can't be your Superman. I knew at a young age, you can't save nobody. You can't save, you can't be saved. And a lot of times in relationships, people try to save people, and you can't save people. People save themselves by some other force, and you get to enjoy them being saved. So it really dawned on me that, I can't be your Superman. So for years, I just really, I feel heartbreak. I played Superman about 15 times, and I was back pushing forward, So then, my other song was Return on the Mac, Return on the Mac, oh my God, turn. I really like that song, and that song, it brought up childhood memories when I was younger. So it wasn't really the words or any meaningful quotes in the song. It was more childhood memories, because my dad used to like that song, so it brings back to my happy days. Because when you're young, your childhood is good if you don't know what's going on the real. If you don't know what's going on, your childhood good. When you find out what's going on when you get older, because you're curious, you start having lots of issues that nobody's around to internalize and help you process. So you're literally stuck with those problems that have always been there, but you never ever knew existed. So, Return on the Mac, oh my God. So that's my song right there. So that's a uplifting song for me, not because of the words, but like I said, the time frame that it puts me in. And then I also have another song I like, Usher, You Don't Have to Call. And being honest, I don't know if it's the song, but it's the video. When Usher got out the bed, because he was having dreams about Chili, and he couldn't sleep. And You Don't Have to Call was him getting up, putting his clothes on, getting dressed, getting ready to get out, about to go boogie. And Diddy was hyping him up. And I have been Diddy, I've been Usher. So, I've been in that, you don't have to call, it's okay, girl. So I've really been in those moments, and I've been in there, come on, Playboy, we got to get out, we got to do this. you gotta shake it off. Real players survive. I've been on that tip. So it's really like therapeutic when I hear that song, because it just give me dancing a little bit. Because, when you break up with me, we done, Because you don't have to call. It's okay, girl. I'm going to be all right. Don't worry about me. I'm good. You left me here. Don't help me get to where I need to get, because you left me. So that whole song really gets me in a really good vibe. I gets to moving. So those like my, my favorite few songs, whatever. But an album. Now, I'm not gonna say it's a heartbreak album. To me, it's not a heartbreak album. It's an album that puts me in a good mood. It's two of them. One of them is like, I guess, throwback, and one would be, I guess, more current. But in a few years it'll be a throwback. R. Kelly, CP2. That whole song from top to bottom that's put you in a better mood overall of different type of situations going on, especially in relationships, like love with significant other, love and dating, love with family, love with friends. That whole album touches all those, and it puts you in a better mind state of dealing with the current moment. So I really like that album. And then Chris Brown, Royalty. Royalty, I like Royalty because like that was Chris maturing stage of his musical career. So when I listen to Royalty, I be like, you know what? I'm mature now, I don't need to go listen to Superman. Cause I listen to Superman, I get a little like, I don't care. And as I mature, I actually do care, just to what level I care. So that's been like super important and critical to me along those lines and stuff like that. So that's like my whole little thing when overcoming breakups, because I know for me, when you hurt me, I don't want you to address to make sure I'm good, because you hurt me. So I need to settle in this mess and internalize and process what I'm going to do next. You feel me? So when you cut me off, it's like, don't call me tomorrow. Don't check on me now. Don't check on me. I'm good. I'm real simple. Because the complications of me, I don't put on anybody. I deal with those myself. But the simplest, definitely. So, it's really critical when you are going through these transitional moments in and out of relationship. It's really important to have a healthy way of dealing in just really a certain environment that will help you better cope with these things, because life goes on. So it's not like, ooh, I'm going through a heartbreak, everything else slow down. Man, that stuff's still moving. It's definitely been it's been a while for me for heartbreak and stuff, but that's how it goes, I go through heartbreak every so often, so when I do go through it, it just hurt because it's been a while. I forget, This is not a monthly thing where it's like, I remember I did this last month. It's been, oh crap, interesting. 2 years. Been 2 years, actually. Been exactly 2 years since I've went through, I guess, what you would, categorize as a heartbreak. And, that took me a while to overcome, because I would say me, I don't have or get understanding. It really messes me up. So I have to figure out how to figure out the understanding, and that can take time, I remember I was dating this girl in high school, and we ended bad, but man, it took me almost a year and a half to figure out why it ended. And that was like, I'm not gonna say time wasted, but sometimes you need closure. And don't get closure, you just still wondering like, what's going on? So that's the same thing with me. It took me like time to get closure. But when I finally got closure, I realized that's just how the game goes. You know, when you playing this game, that's how it goes. You win some, you lose some. But when you lose some, you have to separate that from your wins. You know, those are two different things, you know. A win and a loss is two different things. So you can't play the game with, oh my goodness, I won, I feel good. Oh my goodness, I lost, I feel bad. You got to play the game to continue playing. You know, if you took an L, you took 1 to 10, you got to tough that stuff up and keep playing because it's a long game out there, you know. So that's what I did really have to better understand because, you know, when I was in like high school, man, like my high school year, if you hurt me, I was going to hurt you, but the way I was going to hurt you, you wasn't prepared for it. So I was all on this whole, I got to pay you back type vibe. And I rode that out for years, but, you know, that stuff unhealthy, you know, when it comes back on you, you know, because I've done my dirt, but it's different between you digging the dirt and moving it and then somebody throwing dirt on you. So, you know, I got a piece of my own medicine, and when I got a piece of my own medicine, it helped me better understand, like, that's just how it goes, you know. You know, I was in an off and on relationship, and I started messing with other people, but you know, it never arose to the top, you know, so it never was a problem. And when I had stopped doing it, I was confronted with something I did in the past. And I was like, man, I'm not finna admit to that stuff. That's stupid. All right. So like 2 years later, it was done to me. You know, my person I'm in a relationship with does the same thing I did. And when they confronted me, I was hurt. You know, I was hurt. I was on some Superman. You know, I can't be on Superman. And when I did that, it wasn't fair, you know, because, you know, it's part of the game, you know. Sometimes you hurt and sometimes you get hurt, but it's how you move on from that hurt. And that's where I can say I personally messed up. But I learned this at 18. So as a 31-year-old, it's actually fun playing because I'm like, okay. You know, certain things aren't going to affect me as much. It affects me, but not as much, you know. Because, you know, I noticed with me, I'm super consistent. But during my relationship, they all in the same way. And, you know, I've gotten used to it. You know, they all in the same way. The person I'm dating wake up one day and be like, I can't do this no more. And I'll be like, so what led up to this? So, you know, I low-key be dating, waiting for that day, you know. And I used to be like it was my thing. But not really. No. Because I talk about these things. So, if I'm forewarning you what happens, you have a sense of what happens. So, you can either do what they do or do something differently. So, if you're going to do the same thing, I can't get mad at you. But if you want to do something different, I can't get mad at you either. You know, I have to stick to what I'm sticking to. Yeah. So it's definitely, when you're going through breakups, you need to get you a really good environment, a good routine, a system that you can run to, healthy and productive coping skills that'll help you deal with this particular relationship issue that you're going through. So, all right, peace out, Hollow.